Welcome back to my channel. In our last discourse, we talked about the triggers of crisis in sickle cell disease sufferer, like dehydration, stress, altitude, cold temperature, high altitude, and other things. So today we want to look at, as a parent that have, as a parent that has a child with this sickle cell, or you have a neighbor that has a child with sickle cell, that is a sickler. There are 10 ways parents can help to help these children to prevent these things that I mentioned that can cause crisis. For instance, dehydration. Dehydration can be prevented by making sure that the child drinks a lot of water, plenty of water, plenty of fluids, other fluids like juice and everything. Make sure that the child is hydrated to prevent dehydration. So if the child, make sure that the child has a water bottle, so that whenever the child is, and they encourage the child to drink enough water to remain hydrated. Another thing that you can help as a parent to minimize this trigger is to temperature control, because high temperature, extreme high temperature and extreme cold temperature can trigger sickle cell crisis. So make sure the child is dressed warmly, and make sure that you don't allow the child to go and swim in a cold water. Let the child dress warmly. Make sure that the child is dressed warmly every time, and make sure that limit the time the child stays outdoors during hot weather. Don't allow the child to go and stay under the sun when the weather is too hot. So limit the outdoor the child playing outdoors, especially in the hot weather. Teach the child how to manage stress, because stress is another thing that can trigger crisis. Crisis in a sickler. Stress. Make sure that you remove everything that can cause stress. Help the child. Don't neglect the child. Because stress can trigger it. I think I have a situation where a child, had this cousin that visited, and the child was very happy with the cousin, playing, doing everything, very happy. But situation took the cousin away, and this child was depressed. And before you know it, this child had a crisis and died. Stress. Teach them how to manage stress. Then make sure that you help them to prevent infections. Make sure that they take all the vaccinations. Flu vaccination, vaccination for pneumonia. Make sure they take all the vaccinations. And when the child's temperature is high, like 38 degrees Celsius, 38.5, don't keep the child at home. Don't say, let me go to a medicine seller and buy medicine. Take the child to the hospital. Make sure that teach them good hygiene. Teach your child how to wash hand washing, good hygiene. After using the washroom, teach the child how to wash hand with soap. Because if you wash hand without soap, all those diseases are still there. It is only the soap that can remove the diseases. And then make sure that the child does not involve in strenuous activities. Activity that will strengthen the child, will make the child, because it will bring dehydration, which is a killer problem that can bring a crisis. Make sure that the child is, don't allow the child to stay in a high altitude. Even when the child is traveling in the air, make sure that the child is hydrated. Make sure that the child, carry your water with you. Don't wait for the child to tell you I'm thirsty. Give the child water at every point in time. Beware of other potential triggers. Like I have said again, the child should be taken care of. Don't leave the child. The child is already in a problem, stress, maybe uh, uh, not happy, because he or she will always say they met doing very well, not being sick every time. Is enough stress. So encourage the child and remove everything that will cause a lot of stress from the child. Let the child stay hydrated, control the infection, make sure the child receives all the vaccinations. So we also talk more about that, those things that you can do to manage the child so that they will not always have a crisis. Okay, stay tuned.